CBS News Miami.
And good afternoon, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jim Barry, and this is CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look now at today's top stories. And leading it off, Ultra Weekend is here in South Florida. It is here in downtown Miami, and as we speak, the gates are opening at Bayfront Park. In fact, this is a live look at the stage. A sea of fans starting to head toward the festivities and the stage. In fact, more than 150,000 people are expected to attend this weekend. And those not planning to go might consider avoiding downtown Miami altogether. CBS News Miami's Maribel Rodriguez tells us it's been gridlocked there all afternoon. She has more on efforts to navigate the traffic and to keep people safe.
City of Miami Fire Rescue getting ready for what's expected to be a massive event in downtown Miami, Ultra Music Festival, with over 160,000 people expected to attend, and safety is paramount.
We're going to have firefighters, paramedics on foot. They'll also be on bicycles. These are easier to get to the people who are in crowds. Over
100 firefighter paramedics will be spread out throughout the 3-day event, geared up with all the necessary equipment ready to respond to any type of medical emergency.
These are event rescue scooters that are going to have 3 firefighter paramedics on there, and they'll also have the stretcher. So in the event when the bike patrols or the foot patrols get to this patient, then we're able to load them on here and take them to a transport rescue that's waiting outside.
They will also be standing by each and every stage.
We also have fire trucks that are there in case there's any type of fire. We have fire inspectors that are going to be watching over the stages, the pyrotechnics. So every aspect of Ultra, the public safety has been embedded within, and we're ensuring that it's not only medical emergencies, but anything else that come up as an emergency.
And for the thousands of music lovers attending the event, officials ask, while you're having a good time, take care of yourself.
Ultra's been kind enough to provide hydration stations throughout the entire event, so you can bring your water bottles or your water packs and refill them, wear loose-fitting clothes and sunglasses, and if you can, take some breaks from the sun. I know it's out in the open, but find a shade under a tree.
And that was Maribel Rodriguez reporting for us. She will join us live again at the top of the hour on CBS News Miami at 5 with a look at how the traffic is impacting people who are not going to the Ultra events.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
So the big question is, how's the weather going to hold up for this weekend? Let's find out from Next Weather Chief Meteorologist Ivan Cabrera. He's in the Next Weather sphere. Ivan, what do you think?
Yeah. Well, I wish I could have sunny skies for the entire weekend here, but we were talking about the rainfall potential. I think scattered showers for tomorrow. We should be in pretty good shape. And then for Sunday, more widespread coverage of showers and thunderstorms. Look at these wind gusts, right? 30, 36. We've been seeing wind gusts almost at 40 miles an hour with that east wind. We've also been introducing a couple of light showers. We talked about that yesterday, but rain chances only about 10%. In fact, I think we're looking pretty good as far as that goes here. Let's check in on the weekend, because that's going to feature rain chances that are going to start going up through Saturday and then heading into Sunday. So that's something we'll be watching out for here. As far as the forecast, I tell you what, more than not, you're going to have some dry time tomorrow, but on Sunday, that's when we're going to have to plan for a few showers and thunderstorms. So check in on temperatures right now. We're in the 70s and low 80s. We're doing that with comfortable humidity and some gusty winds. That has been calling the shots, and also, of course, that continues to be a problem for boating and on the beach. I'll show you that in a second, but notice on Next Weather radar here, just picking up a couple little light showers. They are flying, and there's not much moisture with them, but enough to kind of just, make your windshield probably go on, slow, but that would be it. And so if you run into one of these later on this afternoon or evening, just know it's not going to last all that long. Really not until tomorrow is when we get enough moisture to really get more into showers, even some thunderstorms down towards Key West. But otherwise, we're looking pretty good. This is a system we've been tracking through the last couple of days. It's now beginning to get its act together here. It's an upper level disturbance, but it's going to be on top of us. And when that happens, the showers and thunderstorms that develop anyway with the sea breezes and the heating of the day can get a little bit stronger, and the rain potential is going to be a little bit higher as we head into Sunday. We need the rain. We don't want it on a weekend. Nobody does. But coverage is not going to be 80-90%. So I still think we'll have plenty of dry time through the weekend. But if you don't want to be interrupted as much, I think Saturday is the best bet to be outdoors. A little bit warmer as well, with those mid 80s coming up for Sunday, with rain chances right at 50%. So we're going to go for mild and windy. to isolated showers, then scattered showers heading into tomorrow, and a bit more widespread coverage heading into Sunday. I'm not calling Sunday a washout. I still think we'll get some sunshine in there. In fact, we need that to be able to cook the thunderstorms. So I think we're looking pretty good. But the rain is going to be there. You're going to have to deal with that. Rip currents on the high side, and also the high surf is going to be with us 3 to 5 feet for tomorrow. So just keep that in mind. That continues to be a threat. Next weather 7-day forecast will show temperatures in the 80s and rain chances coming down after the weekend, back to around 30% Monday and continuing to diminish. The big story next week will be dry weather, but the heat, high humidity, and temperatures in the mid and upper 80s.
Ivan, thanks. We are hearing from the grandmother of one of the children killed in a family tragedy in Pembroke Park. Her 11-year-old grandson was among the 3 children shot and killed, along with their mother. Her 8-year-old granddaughter was also wounded and remains in the hospital. CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner has the latest.
This is 11-year-old Zion Solomon. He wanted to be a pro football player.
He was really special, and he was a good kid. He's always protective of everybody, all his brothers, all his sisters, even me, everybody.
So protective, grandmother Rita Hansen said when 34-year-old Stephen McKenzie pulled a gun on him, his younger siblings, and mom, he jumped in to cover them.
Yeah, just doing what Zion does, just trying to, just be the protector that he is.
The Broward Sheriff's Office says McKenzie shot and killed the mother, 32-year-old Julie Cruz, 11-year-old Zion Solomon, and wounded her daughter, 8-year-old Phoenix Solomon.
I'm gonna go see about my baby that's fighting for her life right now. I just want to be there for her.
McKenzie allegedly also killed his own 2-year-old children he had with Cruz, Nova and Emery McKenzie, before shooting himself.
Just a monster.
Hansen's son is the father of Zion and Phoenix. She said she didn't know much about McKenzie, the father of the 2 younger kids, didn't know if there were any previous signs of aggression.
Get out. It's not worth you and your children.
But is urging anyone in a dangerous situation to leave.
Save your kids. Save your kids.
That was Morgan Reiner reporting. Coming up at 5, Peter Dench is hearing from more relatives, revealing what happened. The Florida Department of Health has issued a rabies alert in Miami-Dade County. This is after a confirmed case of rabies in a horse. This alert is for 60 days. It's in the area that you see on your screen, Southwest 128th Street down to Southwest 161st Street, and from Chrome Avenue west to 197th Avenue. The Department of Health is advising you to stay away from wild animals in general, but especially in this area. Meantime, residents of Little Abner Mobile Home Park are protesting what they say are unsafe living conditions. The issue began several months ago when the property owner told residents they had to leave since the land was being sold. People who stayed claim squatters and thieves are rampant in their community, and there's asbestos in the air, they say, from the demolition of empty trailer homes left behind by people who have moved out.
It's creating a negative respiratory effect on the people who are already in the community. So that's part of the reason we're trying to stop this. But also, like I said, it's a zoned residential. They're doing active demo around people, children, and it's having a very negative effect on the community.
Now, last week, the county notified Little Abner Mobile Home Park of the violation and issued more than $108,000 in fines. Well, Florida's toll relief program comes to an end on Monday. The initiative benefited SunPass, ePass, and other Florida-based transponder users who went through tolls at least 35 times a month. The commuters automatically got a 50% toll credit on the total of all transactions for that month. In 2023, the toll relief program saved each qualified driver about $400 a year, according to the governor's office. But Governor DeSantis extended the program in 2024. We reached out to the governor's office to see if there was a plan to extend the program for a 3rd year. We are still waiting to hear back. And when we come back, the latest on a massive earthquake that killed almost 150 people in Southeast Asia. Back now to a developing story. A deadly 7.7 magnitude quake rocked Southeast Asia, causing buildings there to collapse. More than 150 people are feared dead and dozens are missing. CBS News Miami's Tina Kraus has the latest.
The sheer force of the quake sent this skyscraper in Bangkok barreling to the ground, with workers who'd been building it in Thailand's capital rushing to escape a cloud of destruction. The 7.7 magnitude earthquake hit as American Deborah Punmache was relaxing in her Bangkok home.
I was in my lazy boy and all of a sudden it moved back and forth and then it toppled over.
The quake was centered across the border in Myanmar, near the country's second largest city of Mandalay, where a mosque was reduced to rubble with worshippers inside and the university engulfed in thick black smoke. At this hospital, doctors treated the injured outside as a mountain of rubble blocked the entrance to the ER. The shockwaves spread far and wide. Witnesses in Bangkok reported violent shaking lasting for up to a minute, and then a 6.4 aftershock just minutes later. Tourist Fraser Morton was at a shopping mall.
And all of a sudden, the whole building just began to move. Immediately, there was screaming, there was a lot of panic.
At this high-rise hotel, water from a rooftop pool gushed over the sides as the building shook. With the region bracing for more aftershocks, search dogs in Thailand's capital joined the rescue mission at that collapsed skyscraper, looking for dozens of workers believed to be trapped under the wreckage of the tower they were building. Tina Kraus, CBS News.
Well, King Charles has canceled his scheduled events today and is being closely watched. The king was briefly hospitalized yesterday, but is now back home. He was experiencing temporary side effects from cancer treatment. Charles's cancer diagnosis was announced in February of last year. This was shortly after he was treated for an enlarged prostate. And the next time you get mail, you might see a golden smile. The U.S. Postal Service unveiled a new stamp featuring late Golden Girl Betty White. The ceremony was held at the Los Angeles Zoo yesterday. Besides being an entertainment star for nearly 70 years, White was a longtime animal rights advocate. And that is CBS News Miami's Quickcast at 4 p.m. I'm Jim Barry. We'll see you back here tonight on CBS News Miami beginning at 5 p.m.